How is it going, YouTube? Most Sports Braves here, back again. I've been absent for the weekend for Saturday and Sunday. I was busy during the weekend, unfortunately, so I didn't recap the games. I am here to recap the entire Braves-Phillies series, though. Scores, key points from all the games, and a bit of a preview looking at the Yankees series looking forward, which I am horrified about. So, let's get started talking about each game. So first game, game one, Kyle Wright came out, pitched his longest start yet this season, went 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, unfortunately, and that was enough for the Phillies to win. On a lot of nights, the Braves could respond, going down 4-0. Unfortunately, Phillies end up winning 5-0. Kyle Wright could have given up 1 run, and the Braves still would have lost this game. If we're just looking at it, I know hindsight's 20/20, but just looking at it in a void. So Kyle Wright, not a horrible start. Unfortunately for him, right now he's not listed as the starter for the Braves in the Game 2 of the Yankees series. It says Touki Toussaint, and then it's a blank spot. So we'll see if Wright was able to earn another spot after that outing against the Phillies, where he pitched pretty well until that 6th inning where he gave up 4 runs. We go to the doubleheader on Sunday, where the Braves swept the doubleheader. They won 5-2 in the first game, 8-0 in the second game. Ronald Acuna woke up. That was kind of the deciding point of these games. The Braves took the lead against the Phillies in the first game off of an Acuna home run, and they kind of just destroyed them on an Acuna, 2 Acuna home runs in the second game. So Acuna woke up on Sunday, and that was good to the Braves' benefit. They beat the Phillies twice that day, and then tonight, unfortunately, the Braves lose 13-8, 7 runs in that last inning. And this is kind of the main talking point of the video, and we'll get more into points like this later. Sean Newcomb allowed 8 earned runs. Robbie Erlin allowed 4, for a total of 12 runs earned between the two of them, and that sunk the Braves within those 2 innings they pitched, unfortunately. So I think Sean Newcomb might be done as the Braves starting pitcher. The experiment was nice. I just think if he's going to be a part of the Braves at this point, being in there for a few seasons now, I think he should stay in the bullpen. He was close to a no-hitter against the Dodgers, I believe, and I just don't think we're going to see that Sean anytime soon. His velocity's down. He's looking kind of similar to Fulte, unfortunately. So we're just talking about bullet points now about the team, just my general notes in this 4-game series. The offense, ignoring game 1, like I said at the beginning of the video, really good. They all come back next year, and I put emphasis on that because Mike Soroka and potentially another starting pitcher in free agency could come here next season as well. But just saying, the whole offense will be back, and they are really good right now. Really love what I see from them. Ronald Acuna is woken up. Nick Markakis is doing things again. Austin Riley hit a bomb tonight and near the end of the game. Both of the third basemen are doing things. Johan Camargo hasn't even looked bad. Dansby Swanson slowed down a bit this series in particular, but he's still playing rather well. Freddie Freeman, loaded offense. Really liked what I saw from them, especially tonight, losing 13-8, and yesterday in the doubleheader. Second takeaway, bullpen is outstanding. In a series where we lost 2 games, and that doesn't even count games we won, we lost in the whole series. If we throw Erlin tonight, giving up 4 runs because we just acquired him, the bullpen only allowed 2 runs from Grant Dayton and Luke Jackson. If we want to count Erlin's 4 runs, tonight the bullpen allowed 6 runs through a whole series, which is still good. I don't see Erlin with a place in this bullpen. So only 2 runs allowed. We also get Will Smith back. He looked good. Martin's hurt, unfortunately, but Shane Green's looking good. Melanson, Darren O'Day has some of his swagger back, from what I can tell. Matzik looks really good. So the bullpen has a lot of really quality pieces, and they didn't really give up much against a really good Phillies lineup. Back to the offense, another positive point before I get into the real negative one. The offense just never goes away. Particularly at the end of the first game of the doubleheader, that's when we put on the runs. I believe it was like the 5th or the 6th on the top of my head where Acuna hits the home run. I think it was the 6th. And Phillies couldn't respond to that. And when your offense is always on, even when you're down 13-1, they can score 7 runs just like that. And you're not going to be down 13 runs a lot. But your offense can score 7 runs on demand, and that's really awesome. So I really like this Braves offense, if you couldn't tell from this video. But now we're going to get to the negative point. The starting pitching isn't good. Other than Fried, there's more questions than answers. Touki Toussaint and Kyle Wright, who are probably 2 guys who are going to be forced to start no matter what, have an ERA north of 6 still. Sean Newcomb's probably out now along with Fulte. Huascar Yanoa, he gave up a run. I don't think he'll be a future starter. He might be an opener of sorts, but hopefully he can be a good 5th starter if that's what we're thinking. It hasn't been announced who our 3rd, 4th, and 5th starters are, and that's a really scary point. Almost 20 games into a 60-game season, a third into the season, you don't know your starters, is concerning. So I don't know where the Braves go. Probably to the farm system. Ian Anderson, Tucker Davidson, maybe Fulte if he's available. Maybe a trade, even though in this situation with COVID, I don't really know how much trades are going to happen. Other than real small, minor league exchanges, like the Braves acquiring Robbie Erlin, who gives up 4 runs immediately. But I think that's what's going to hold the Braves back this year. The offense is outstanding, the bullpen is great, and the starting pitching is just not going to cut it other than Max Fried. Hopefully Touki Toussaint and Kyle Wright can do just enough for the offense to succeed. But even with that, there's still 2 starter positions now that we don't really know what to do with. I'm kind of pushing for Josh Tomlin to be that 4th starter, and then your 5th one, maybe Huascar Yanoa, and that is enough for this season just to make the playoffs and lose early then, because you don't have 3 top-line starters in the playoffs. You need that. And so that's what's concerning me right now, which brings us to my next point, the Yankees series. Max Fried, if I'm not mistaken, isn't scheduled to play in this series. So we're likely seeing Touki Toussaint, Kyle Wright, and either Huascar Yanoa or some random other starter that we don't know yet. Well, maybe one of our young guys, Bryce Wilson, Tucker Davidson, Ian Anderson, one of those guys. And we're playing probably one of the best, if not the best, offenses in baseball. So, big test for them. Hopefully something good happens. I'm horrified about it, though. So, we'll just have to wait and see. So that's all I have to say. No more use in rambling. Braves split the series with the Phillies. They're going to go on to New York Yankee Stadium to play the Yankees this week. So, that has been all from me. I have been Mo Sports Braves, and as always, keep chopping on.